everyone, and welcome back to Witchinary. If you have yet to subscribe to this channel, then please do so because we are getting crafty. And today I wanted to bring to you guys a really fun video. If my setup decides that it wants to cooperate with me, maybe we can get the ball rolling. Yeah, we're good. Alright, cool beans. Anyway, back to this intro. Today I wanted to bring to you guys a really fun video with some nice fun colors using the Simon Says Stamp Solar Burst Stencil. For very obvious reasons, I am canceling spring of 2020. Sorry, coronavirus, miss me. And we're going to be moving right along into summer of 2020, and how better to welcome summer of 2020 in my fantasy land than with some nice colorful patterned cards, right? From my stash, I'm going to be taking out my Arteza watercolor paper, and I'm going to cut down various A2 size panels. You guys know the drill. I really want to send out some cards to some of my crafting friends. I want to check up on them. I want to make sure they're okay. I want to make sure that they're handling this whole pandemic well, and I really wanted to make a nice fun sort of card because, you know, sometimes it just breaks up the monotony of, you know, everything that's going on. So yeah, my inspiration for this is definitely those meditative coloring books, and I'm pretty sure at least one of us has finished one of those, just drinking wine and watching Who the Bleep Did I Marry. At least, okay, I'm talking about myself clearly, but yeah. I definitely will say these are very tedious cards, and yeah, to do them, you're gonna have to trace your stencil with a pencil. No, those lines do not erase themselves, so if you are a neat freak, maybe these cards aren't for you. But if you want to make them, they're kind of the perfect thing to also get your kids involved with, because then they kind of have something to color, and it keeps them busy for a little bit, and then you can turn those into cards to send to their aunts. So yeah, think about that. Really good idea. Anyway, yeah. So that was my inspiration. I wanted to make these sort of colorful. The color inspiration, or the color palette for these, was definitely inspired by the Pantone 2020 Spring Summer little graphic that I found on Pinterest. The colors that Pantone chose this year were not as colorful as I anticipated, but you know what? Challenge accepted. Why not? Let's go balls to the wall and, you know, paint it out. We're gonna paint it out. From my stash, I'm literally gonna pull out every single watercolor palette that I have because they all deserve some love after my obnoxious hiatus from YouTube. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to live my life, alright? Okay? We're figuring it out, okay? But anyway, my color palettes, or not my color palettes, my watercolor palettes are the Arteza 36 color set, the Jane Davenport Brights, the Kuretake Gamsai 36 color palette, and the Prima Marketing Pastel palette. Yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun just kind of tuning out and painting and coloring these in. I'm going to just hand you guys over to this hyperlapse because, like, buddy, what's more relaxing to watch than some nice, amazing patterns getting colored in, you know, while we have an existential crisis of some sort, right? Cool. So once I finished coloring everything in, I literally went into my stash and pulled out a ton of cardstock that I figured would complement the colors that I chose to color each of the little mandala designs with. And I have to admit, I kind of went crazy with these supplies. I pulled out like everything in my stash, and half of me is like, yes, queen, get rid of this stash. And the other half of me is like, how am I going to replenish said stash? Because everything is closed. So like, can we chill out a little bit? But anyway, I'm going to link to all of the supplies that I used below. I'm also going to give you guys a link to my blog so you guys can totally have links and understand what I did a little bit more in depth and broken down, because you guys know I don't like to talk too much at all. Oh my god, the lies that I tell myself sometimes. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to use the Hello die that I got from the March 2018 Hero Arts kit as my greeting for this. Obviously, if you have anything else in your stash, you can definitely use it, but because I wanted to make sure that these cards were just kind of like a customary, like, hey there buddy, how are ya? I figured a hello was like the best way to go with that. So I'm just gonna double up a lot of these sentiments onto one another. You guys know the drill. It just adds a little bit of sturdiness, it adds some dimension, and it just looks overall a little bit better on the card. And I'm just going to adhere down those sentiments in various little parts using my tape runner. Once I'm done doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and start making my card bases, and I'm going to be using the Paper Source Night cardstock for some of these, some Simon Says Stamp Mint cardstock, Lawn Fawn's Chili Pepper cardstock, Lawn Fawn's Paper Bag cardstock, and I believe that's everything I use in terms of cardstocks. The metallic pink cardstock you see there was actually the backing of one of the cardstock packs that I got, so it's just the most random like piece of supplies that I have, but I love it. I'm going to raise each of these panels up on these card bases using some foam tape, because y'all already know I like some heftiness to my cards. And then once I'm done doing that, I'm gonna pull out some sequins just to kind of add a little bit more interest to my cards, because again, I want people to smile. So I'm going to be using the Summer Gold Simon Says Stamp sequins. For some of these, I'm also going to be using the Studio Katia Crystal Rainbow sequins, as I'm doing right here, and some Moonshine sequins from Simon Says Stamp. And that just about wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got inspired. And I hope to see you guys really soon. I'm sorry for this hiatus. I really am. I'm just like, I'm just trying to figure out my life right now. But I'm gonna try to come back a little bit more, especially now during this corona whole thing, you know, with a few more videos to pass the time, alright? So I hope that you guys stay safe, continue to wash your hands, you know, encourage people to understand that the smell of dial is very sexy, and I hope to see you guys soon. Take care!